So I am Gabriela Andes, and this is my number guessing game program with the use of GUI and Java Swing. So I would like to first present the design of my program. As you can see, it is a simple design with direct to the point features and buttons. There is one text field for the user to input their guess numbers alongside with an instruction label, guess a number between 1 and 100, and a hint label. This is to know whether the player guessed a number lower or higher than the randomized number. So this is the two buttons, restart game and guess number game. This is to restart the game, and this is to guess the randomized number. Now the guess counter is on the bottom right side of the screen, and the previous guess number is at the bottom left part of the screen. Now before we play the game, I would like to show you the code for this program. So this is the variable for my guess counter alongside with the random class code that was given to us in the instructions. Next is the code for when the player enters a guess number. So when they click this button, this is to get the player's number. And now for the three statements. So if the guess number is correct here, it will prompt a message dialog stating congratulations and the total number of guesses made by the player here. Now, next is if the target number is greater than the guess number. You can see from the code that it sets a new background and changes the hint label. And lastly, if the target is lower than the guess number, so this is the else statement for this, you can see that it also changes the background color and the label, hint label. So for the guess counter, it is placed in every guess, here, here, and here. Since every time you take a guess, the guess counter should be incremented. Yes. So lastly, for the reset button, I just set the guess counter to 0 as well as the other labels to 0. And of course, the background color of the program is set to the default color. And this code is the exception handler. So if the player chose to enter a letter instead of a number in the text field, it will prompt a message dialog, numbers are only allowed. So that's it, and now we could play the game. Okay, so this is the program. Okay, so let's start with 90, guess number. So it's lower. So again, if it's lower, it changes the color, and the color for it is purple. As you can see that this is the guess counter, it incremented, as well as the guess number is set here. So this guess number is for the player to remember, what they wrote if ever they forgot. So let's try 50. It's still lower. 20. Okay, so it's higher than 20. So if it's higher, you could see a brownish red color. So let's try 30. It's not 40. It's lower than 40. And it's greater than 30, so let's try 35. And congratulations, 35 is the correct number. So total number of guesses is 6. That's right here, and the guess number is also here. So as you can see, you can have multiple guesses it doesn't end, and it doesn't end the program. There's no attempts. So now let's try to restart the game and try to input, yeah, other keys. You can see numbers are only allowed. So yeah, that's it for the program.